Welcome to Loma Linda University. We're thrilled you have chosen to join with us in our mission to continue the teaching and healing ministry of Jesus Christ. This is your school. This is your future. We are your people. And we're glad you're here.
Welcome to Loma Linda. It's a privilege to greet you, even through this medium, to be able to share with you the story of this place. Loma Linda, as you will discover, is a very unique place. We talk about the Loma Linda experience, the sort of environment, the sort of people you meet, the sort of activities that take place on this campus. So I want to give a special welcome to each one of you joining us here on the campus, either virtually or live face-to-face. Our plan is to open the campus this fall with a combination, a hybrid program as we call it, in which you either can take classes online from someplace on campus or from your home, and also have face-to-face activities. As a healthcare science place, it's important that you have physical contact with patients, with others, with laboratories and so on. So we want to provide that opportunity, still being safe in the context of the COVID pandemic. So it's a privilege to have you come and join us. I look forward to meeting you personally in various formats. Please do take part in all the extracurriculars, we call them activities, international trips, community activities, and so on. That's part of what makes Loma Linda special. We call those the teachable moments, when you can engage with human need in various ways. So thank you for coming. Thank you for being part of this campus. We look forward to having you with us.
Hello and welcome. I am so delighted to welcome you to your new academic home. It's going to be a real privilege for me during the time that you're with us, for me to refer to you as a fellow scholar and as a colleague, because in healthcare education, we're all working together, learning together to improve health outcomes and health education. I really do hope that you understand the pure dedication that your faculty have for your academic success. But success to us is not just a career. It's not just a profession. We want it to also be your calling. We want you to see your work as healthcare providers as an extension of God's calling to serve the world, to bring hope and happiness and healing. On this campus, you will hear us often talk about mission-focused learning. It's a very simple concept, but we've been working on trying to perfect it for 115 years and still have ways to go. Simply stated, mission-focused learning is focusing on our mission of following the teaching and healing ministry of Jesus Christ. And we do that by holding up academics, high-quality academics. We want you to learn the content and the skills of your profession. But equally, along with content, is understanding God's will for your life and being a part of that spiritual journey. High academics, commitment to spirituality, and the two are forged most effectively in service. And so we have so many opportunities for service locally and internationally that are part of your education here at Loma Linda. We are called to serve mankind, and we look forward to partnering with you to your success today and throughout the future. God bless you.
Congratulations, students, on getting accepted into your respective programs here at Loma Linda University. My name's Carl Hafner. I'm Dean of Students, or my preferred title is Chief Water Boy, as I'm just here to serve you in whatever capacity I possibly can. Well, this is my favorite time of the year. I love the beginning of a new school year when students are converging on campus, bringing so much fun and life and energy. But of course, this year feels a little different. I felt that this morning when I did not wear a tie to this occasion, as I suppose I normally would, but it has been so long, I think I have to watch a YouTube video on how to tie a tie now. But some things are the same. For 115 years now, we have opened a school year, and we continue at this university to be committed to equipping and training and making the healthcare heroes of tomorrow. You hear a lot about heroes during this pandemic, especially from the healthcare field. When I was a boy, my big hero was always Eugene Winters. My dad's second cousin. He was a professor at Walla Walla University. I loved his stories. Eugene, in my mind, was just larger than life. I especially loved the story he would tell about getting attacked by a great white shark on the Great Barrier Reef in Australia. I discovered as a kid that if I put a pebble about the size of a peanut M&M in my right shoe, I could limp just like Eugene. He had a very pronounced hobble to his gait. And then when my second grade teacher asked, "Carl, what happened to your foot?" I gave the same answer that Eugene would always give, namely, it was a scuba diving accident in Australia. It sounded so macho. Eugene was my hero. Well, it was a great honor a few years ago now to actually officiate at Eugene's funeral. And for my text that day, I shared 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 1, where Paul makes this audacious statement. He says, "Imitate me just as I also imitate Christ." That's really what we are saying here at Loma Linda University to you. We want you to imitate us as we imitate Christ. That is, as we try to continue the teaching, the healing ministry of Jesus. Now, of course, if there ever was a time in the world where we need healthcare workers who will be healers and ambassadors of hope, people who will be going into the pandemic with the healing power of Christ, if ever there was a need, it is now. Wouldn't you agree? And of course, there are Loma Linda University graduates all around the world, alums who are bringing the healing ministry of Jesus wherever they are. They're bringing hope. I was thinking this morning about a conversation I had with a homeless woman some years ago. I was volunteering at a homeless shelter, and this woman who would come on occasion, she said, I have discovered that in this town, it's much easier to score a hit of heroin than it is to find hope. I thought about that and thought, that's really what I want to be. I want to be a hope peddler in a world that is scarred by drugs and disease and dysfunction. If ever there was a time where we need graduates of Loma Linda University to march into the need and to bring light in a world of darkness, it is now. And so that really is our core business around here, to train and equip and mobilize healthcare heroes that march into the middle of this pandemic and share the healing hope of Jesus. For you really are the healthcare heroes of tomorrow. Because at Loma Linda University, we believe that heroes are made right here.
Hey, I'm Greg Batla, and I work at the Office of Enrollment and help out with student affairs as well. And I want to talk to you about some of the student services that we offer. One is our ID cards. And to do ID cards, we're doing them a little bit differently this time. You're going to submit your request through the registration portal and then provide a copy of your government-issued ID along with uploading a proper badge photo, basically a good quality headshot. So that's how this process is going to work this time. And then we request that while you're on campus, this is an academic health complex, so it's important that while you're on campus, we want you to wear your badge. We always want you to display your badge so we can tell who you are, why you're here. It's very important. It's a security issue. And so wear your badge. Don't be a Karen. Just wear your badge. My apologies to anyone named Karen. It must be a very difficult time for you. We also offer ticket sales. So we are doing those a little bit differently. You do have to schedule to come in for the tickets to pick them up. We do that by appointment only at studentaffairs@llu.edu or at 909-558-4510. We're offering, with the tickets, we are offering discounted car wash tickets as well as discounted grocery gift cards. And then we do have some event tickets that might be available. This is always a fluid thing right now. And then the theme park tickets, unfortunately, that's not available at the moment of this recording. But check in with us when just by emailing us at Student Affairs to see what tickets are available. And then you can schedule to come in and get those. Also for housing, we can help you. We can help direct you for information on that if you are in need of figuring out housing. Again, email us at the Student Affairs email address. And then for just general helpfulness, when you don't know where to go, you're trying to figure out something here, it's a big campus, a lot of things to figure out, email us, call us, we'll help point you in the right direction. And when you have problems, when you're at the end of your rope, you need someone to talk to, we are more than happy to talk to you and to help you through that. You have the dean at your school that is a first person to go to for that, but then we can also help you on our side as our student services. We also want you to be kind to yourself. Check your campus email. This is very important, your actual LLU campus email. We have had, unfortunately, students that weren't able to continue with our student body in their program because they missed some very key, important emails because they weren't checking their campus email. Be kind to yourself. Check your campus email, your LLU email. And also, again, wear your ID badge. I'm bringing that up again. Wear your ID badge. It's very important. Don't talk to the press. This is for your protection. Oftentimes, we have situations on campus where the press shows up and they start trying to ask you questions, and it's exciting because you want to be on TV, so you want to say something. Well, that could actually get you in trouble. So just don't talk to them and direct them to public affairs. They will take care of it. Also, on social media, be kind to yourself. You guys are smart. You got in here. So think before you post. Think before you post. If you don't want your grandmother to see the post, then don't post it. Chances are, if it's okay for your grandmother, it's okay for LLU. So just kind of use that as a barometer. Think before you post appropriate things on your social media. Social media accounts have gotten students into issues before. So keep that in mind. Also, an exciting thing that we have here is the experience transcript. I believe we're the only academic health complex offering this. And this is a one-sheet document, could be multiple sheets, but a document that is institutionally verified and certified that includes all of the amazing things, extracurricular things, the good that you've done while on our campus at LLU. So make sure to participate in that, because that can give you a leg up when you're applying for a job. You have your academic transcript, you hand them the experience transcript, and then there's the wow factor. this is the all-around sort of person we want here. Look at what they've done while they were on campus at LLU. Be kind to others. You guys know, hopefully, about Title IX, sexual harassment, things like that. We want you to be kind to others. There are the issues of all types of things that Title IX covers, and you can look it up online. Make sure you're familiar with that. We want you to be in compliance. And then also, flu vaccines. It's kind of an odd time to talk about that with COVID, so we don't yet, as of this recording, have a vaccine, but we do want you to get your flu vaccine. It's actually required, as you will be encountering patients, and that is to protect them. So be kind to others. Make sure you're up on all of your vaccines, and we can talk more about that when we get into our student health services section. Help yourself. If you have an issue, your administrative go-to is the dean of students at your school. So make sure to talk to them when you're having an issue, when you're having a problem. They are your ambassador to help you through it. But again, if you need to come to us at Student Affairs, Student Experience, we are also happy to talk to you and help you through when you're at the end of your rope. And we want you to take your phones out. We want you to add this number in to your phone. If you put a little asterisk with the name, that'll actually put it to the top of your phone list, at least on an iPhone. I don't know why you would have any other sort of phone. So 909-558-4320. That is the number for security. If you call 911, they end up routing you back to LLUH security, essentially, if there's something happening here. First call needs to be security. When there is an issue happening, you're going to hear from John Marshall, our Director of Security, in a little bit. But first, I want you to make sure to program that phone number right into your phone where you can easily get it. We're so glad you're here, and we want to be a help to you in any way we can with our Student Experience Office. Thank you.
Hi, and welcome to Loma Linda University. My name is Terry Swinson, and I'm the Director of University Spiritual Care. What is University Spiritual Care? Our whole task is to journey with you, to walk with you, to strengthen you, to pray with you, to care for you. That's in administration, faculty, employees, and especially you, our students who we love the most. I want to take this opportunity to introduce my team to you.
My name is Casey Hohensee, and I am your assistant chaplain. The new reality that we live in, where we are unsure day to day what tomorrow is going to look like, does not change the fact that we desire to still connect with you. Some of the ways we will continue to do that is having University at Worship. Whether it is in person because we are allowed to or online, you can connect with it virtually by visiting llu.edu/UW. We have weeks of renewal at the beginning of every quarter where it is every day we get to share a worship thought, some worship music, and spend time with you focusing on our Creator. During the rest of the quarter, we have University at Worship every Wednesday at 11 a.m. Your schedules, I believe, have been adjusted to make sure that you can join us, again, whether virtually or in person. Additionally, our team, along with your religious vice presidents of your student association, are planning a multitude of events that are also crossover with the opportunity to hopefully do stuff in person, but if not, also virtually. Those experiences will involve pause worship experiences, which is just a midweek, very casual time to come together and spend some time singing, praying, and looking at the Word. Additionally, we hope that we will be able to have pause retreats this year, an opportunity to either get together online for an hour to just go through some times of reading scripture and being in community there, or in person, escaping campus in this area and going and just retreating from all that is crazy and busy. But at the end of the day, what we want to do is connect with you, and we are so excited to do so this coming year.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dillis Brooks, and I'm the campus chaplain for Loma Linda University. I want to join my partners in ministry and partners in crime, Dr. Terry Swinson and Casey Hohensee, and welcome you to Loma Linda University. This year, our spiritual theme is neighbor good. Yes, you've heard me right. Neighbor good. Listen, learn, act. We have been spending time over the last 5 years as a community talking about these skills, connecting, listening, exploring, acknowledging. And this year we want to respond. And that's part of the CLARE Whole Person Care model. And as we explore this theme this year, we really want to look at what God has to say about how those of us who follow God should treat those of us who have been made in the image of God. And so we're hoping that through our University at Worship, through devotions, through our times together experiences, that we will be able to explore this theme. So just in case you don't know this because you're new, so I'll tell this to you. This theme is not just for students. It is going to be enacted across the entire organization because Loma Linda University Health is committed to being one organization, one university, one group of people representing different communities, different generations, different walks of life, but committed to one mission. So we're glad you're here. And here's something else we want you to know. At any point during this school year, if you're finding yourself feeling out of sorts or trying to adjust to transitioning in the midst of this fluid and ever-changing time, we're the team that is specifically tasked with the responsibility of loving you through it, listening to you as you go through it, and supporting you. And if we can't do it, we know the resources available to you. So welcome. We're glad you're here.
Hi, my name is Carlos de Fuentes, and I'm the Program Manager for the Community Academic Partners in Service, or CAPS program. Our CAPS program is aimed at helping you make meaningful connections with our communities while making a positive impact. We have programs ranging from academic and music tutoring for K through 12 students to a community garden where you can learn and teach alongside community members about nutrition, mental health, other health, and other opportunities. During these times of COVID, we also have opportunities for food box delivery to local families, something that you can also be a part of. We have opportunities for everyone. We have opportunities working with people experiencing homelessness to opportunities serving local families, mentoring youth, and more. We know that we have an opportunity for you. So connect with us. You can find us on @CAPSLOU, caps.lou.edu, or come visit us in room 1402 in the Student Pavilion. We're here to help you serve while your time here at LLU.
Hi, my name is Sean Plafker, and I'm from the Student Activities Department here on campus. And I want to welcome each one of you to our campus this year. We're excited to meet you and to see you roaming around. Our office is in the Counselor Student Pavilion. If you haven't been there already, I'd check it out. We have several different departments in there that focus on students. And our office is in there with the chaplains and the CAPS departments, and you'll get to meet them later. We are a group of people on campus that want to make sure that not only do you study, but we want to make sure that you have some time to breathe, to have that little brain break, and to be able to have some balance. So we provide opportunities for you to get involved, connect, meet other people from different schools, and make sure that you're getting just a little bit of downtime. So that's important. We know that. So we plan events for you on campus or off campus. With the changes that are happening right now with COVID-19, we do have a few modified programs. So we want to make sure that you stay in touch. If you look in your iBook for the School of Medicine, you'll see our flyer for student activities. You can look in there and it'll tell you the information, how to get in touch with us, where we're located, and just a little bit about what we do. So please do stay in touch. And also follow us on our Instagram at LOU_SA. I do want to let you know we encourage leadership here on campus, of course. You're all great leaders. And so we want to make sure that there are students that are in charge of being a voice and connecting with you. So I brought with me today one of our LUSA, which is Loma Linda University Student Association, one of our LUSA representatives. She is Eunice Nayasani. She's in the School of Pharmacy. And I want to have her come out and tell you a little bit about the LUSA leadership and the opportunities that they have for you on our campus.
Hello and welcome to Loma Linda University. As introduced, I am Eunice Nyasani. I am one of your LUSA officers, which is the Loma Linda University Student Association. As a student-led body, we are here to promote interschool unity and to enhance diversity and inclusion in the student body. We are here to be your voice and to make sure that your concerns are being heard in the leadership ladder. LUSA officers create an atmosphere and activities that ensure that your mind, body, and soul are at peace. Refer to your iBook for ways that you can reach us, which is through Instagram and email. We are here for you, we are your voice, and I look forward to serving you. Have a blessed day.
Hi, my name is Jana Boyd, and I'm the Director of the Employee and Student Assistance Program, and I want to welcome you here to our department. We are located on the corner of Barton and Mountain View. Starbucks is right over here, so if you know where Starbucks is, you can find us. So I want to explain our name a little bit. So we are not only the EAP or the Employee Assistance Program to the Loma Linda, but we are your source for student counseling services. So we provide free, unlimited counseling for all students as well as their spouses. So your spouse is welcome to access our services as well. So we treat things like anxiety, depression, substance abuse, eating disorders, and the list goes on. And if it's something that we're not able to help you with, we're able to connect you with other providers in the community that can provide either more specialized or intensive services than we do. We also do a lot of relationship counseling. We do a lot of marital counseling, premarital counseling, talking about family of origin issues. So the spectrum is pretty broad of the kinds of things that we serve here. Some of the things that people worry about is confidentiality. You know, if I come to counseling here at Loma Linda, is that going to show up somewhere else? And the answer is no. We're very careful about protecting your privacy. So it's not going to show up on your medical record. It's not going to show up in your student account. That everything stays private unless you ask us to release that information. We are also the LGBT resource site for the organization. So we have a group that meets twice a month. We're currently on hiatus, but we will be starting that up again in September. We also have a lot of online resources in terms of healthcare professionals, mental health care professionals that work with LGBT plus population. Also, we have a list of resource people, so people on campus who are allies who are able to support our LGBT plus students. We also have a number of online resources in terms of educational materials as you're a developing healthcare professional, if that's an area that you would like to develop your competency in as well. There's a lot of resources there. So basically just wanting to know that we're here to support you if you find that you're struggling with anything this year. It's very easy to just give us a call. Our number is on the website. I think it will show up on the slides as well. And we're happy to connect you with one of our therapists. We have both male and female therapists. If there's a particular therapist that you've heard about that you'd like to see, you're welcome to request that. We are doing only remote therapy at this point, video sessions, phone sessions, and we've gotten really good at doing those, so I think we can provide good support that way. Hopefully we'll be able to do online sessions soon. I'm sorry, live sessions soon. But we are here to support you anytime that something comes up, so I hope you don't hesitate to give us a call. Thanks.
I'm back. Here at Loma Linda University, we have our own student health plan, our own student health coverage. It's called Risk Management. And we want to go over some of the details of this. To apply for it, all students that are registered for more than 5 units may receive medical coverage. These are students that are in a degree track program and non-degree program students. As long as you have 5 units, you are automatically, eligible students are automatically enrolled. And when buying in, something to keep in mind, if you have spouse or children, if you're buying in for them, payment must accompany enrollment in order to process the application. There are open enrollment periods for this. It's the last 2 weeks of the calendar quarter. You can see the chart right here of the quarter that we're talking about and when the buy-in dates are. So we do have 4 open enrollment periods, and once you enroll during the open enrollment, it becomes effective at the start of the new quarter. or within 30 days of a status change. So should say change, and I can't say should. So 30 days of a status change if you have a child born. I actually forgot to do this when my son Jack was born. I got to 35 days, and I already passed that 30-day open enrollment for that status change, so I had to go through some hoops to get him enrolled. So make sure if you have a status change, go through that enrollment right then. So plan limitations are as such. The student health plan that we offer is secondary coverage to any other health plan that you might have, your existing insurance. So keep that in mind. There is limited vision and dental coverage under the student health plan, but no chiropractic coverage. That's all in caps. So I assume they really want you to know that Loma Linda is not sending you to a chiropractor. No offense to chiropractors. Also, benefit overview of our PPO plan. It's the same benefits whether you're full or part-time. You get a health plan card. It's also your prescription card. And our preferred providers, for our preferred providers, your office visit copay is $40, emergency room is $100, and obstetrics is $400. That's a really good deal, guys. You can have a baby, or in my case, when we had twins, 2 babies, for only $400. That's a great deal. So as long as you're following the Title IX precautions that we talked about earlier, now would be a good time, perhaps. I mean, at least deal-wise, savings-wise. It's a good time to have a kid if that's in your cards and in your future. Non-PPO coverage covers 25% to 50%, depends on the service. The pharmacy benefits are listed here. Our preferred pharmacies are here on campus. And here are the prices for the PPO pharmacies: $15 for generic, $30 for brand name, and non-PPO pharmacies, $25 for generic and $40 for brand name. It does work with CVS Caremark mail order service for a 90-day supply. Generic, $30, brand name, $60. And we do have a student health service here on campus. Very, very great service that we offer here. It comes along your primary insurance it works with and your risk management health plan. It provides basic medical care, no copays if you go and see student health service, and ancillary services are subject to coverage limitations and exclusions. So what's offered at student health services? Primary care, labs and medical tests, immunizations, like routine and flu shots, which we talked about earlier, you have to have, annual pap smears, referrals if needed, and great staff. They're very friendly staff. So let's talk about pap smears. That's an awkward transition, I realize, but my twin girls did weigh in on the topic of pap smears.
What, Emma?
Mama did a pap smear.
A pap smear?
Yeah.
Where did she get it? At the... Where's she right now? Where's Mommy?
Dentist.
At the dentist?
Yeah.
Mommy got a pap smear at the dentist?
Yeah.
Wow.
Poor Mommy.
Poor Mommy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor Mommy.
Can you say, it's okay, Mommy?
It's okay, Mommy.
Are you going to tell Mommy they're there when she gets back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure exactly what is happening at my wife's dentist, but that's a topic for another conversation. Just make sure you utilize the student health services. They offer a lot of great services. The location and hours, they're at the Center for Health Promotion, which is on the corner of Anderson and Stewart at Evans Hall, Suite 111. Their usual hours are Monday through Thursday, and they have after hours, you will use your urgent care or ER and your copay applies. It's always a good idea to call in, to email, to make sure with COVID and everything that they are there when you need them to be. Thank you so much. We hope that you stay happy and healthy while you're here at LLU.
Hello, my name is D.P. Harris. I'm the Vice President and Chief Information Services Officer at Loma Linda University. By that, I mean I lead the team that strives every day to ensure that you have uninterrupted access to your digital resources like your email, like access to your teacher and your learning resources, access to the learning processes, and the administrative processes as well. There has never been a more important time than now to ensure uninterrupted access to digital resources and technology. There has never been a more important time than the present to ensure that you have that we can give you access from anywhere in the world at any time. That's our goal. I would like to spend a few minutes explaining to you some of the different resources that we have available to you and some of the tools and resources that you can access. I want to start by telling you about our help desk services. At our help desk, you can access it at LLU help desk at llu.edu. We provide assistance with your LLU account, such as email, etc. That's one of the primary phone calls that we end up getting, because if anything happens with your password or your access, we have a team there that's actually available 24 hours a day. It's either through our help desk or through the medical center's help desk to provide the service. But you can reach it by calling extension 48611. That's actually IT 611, or you can reach it there. We also provide access to the campus license software, which we're going to explain in a moment. We'll happily help you with other services that you need. Just come and ask us, because we want to make sure your electronic world here is fine. I want to highlight to you some very specific software tools that are available to you. So one of the things that I want to make sure you know is that you have access to Office 365. So Office 365 is the full Office suite on the web. And so you can right now, or after this presentation is over, go to office365.com, log in with your LLU login account, and it will give you access to the services. In addition to that, that tool allows you to download the software to your home computer. And so you can have the the regular software that you're used to, or you can use it on the web. In addition to that, we also use the G Suite from Google. We don't use it as pervasively, and it's not connected to your login account. So you would have to ask for a special login for that. Canvas is our learning management system. Your teachers will be using that in the class, and you will need access to get there. Again, you'll log in using the same login account. It's very important that you download the tool called Everbridge. Go to the Play Store or to the App Store on your phone and look for Everbridge, download it, and connect into that using the resources that are available in your iBook. But that's how we let you know. That's how we inform you from day to day or from moment to moment. If there's ever an emergency on campus, there's anything we need you to know, we're going to inform you through our emergency notification system. So it's incredibly important that you download that. And finally, I want to talk about Zoom. Zoom is the world that we're in right now. It went from being used occasionally on campus to now everybody has Zoom. Well, we have now had an agreement with the Zoom Corporation that now all faculty and all students can have access to professional licenses of Zoom. And so we're going to be extending that to you. Just go on to the lou.zoom.us and log in. Just say log in using SSO, or it's called single sign-on, and it will provision to you a Zoom account that you can then use to communicate with your classmates, have group meetings and things like that. So we are located, you'll find our help desk at the bottom of the library. The hours are from 8 to 5, Monday through Thursday, and 8 to 2 on Friday. In addition, if you dial those numbers after hours, it's going to roll over, like I said, to the medical center help desk. We, in addition to these services, we are always looking to advance the deliveries that we have to you. So one of the things that you know already is that we have the SIM Center. And in the SIM Center, we have intelligent mannequins, which you can use to provide, where you can practice your skills and things like that prior to practicing on real patients. Well, we're taking that up a notch. As we speak, our developers and the SIM Center personnel are working to take the SIM Center
and envelop it with augmented reality. So now when you go in, after we get this developed, when you go in, you won't be in the four walls of the Sim Center. It'll actually transport you into a real world environment where you're still having to deal with the patients with environmental distractors coming in at the same time. So we're really looking forward to delivering that. We look forward to delivering the standard services to you, and we look forward to delivering continually innovative services. If you have ideas that'll help us make your education better, please feel free to reach out to me, DP Harris at lou.edu, reach out to our help desk, or reach out to anybody on my team, because we're always looking for ways of making healthcare education better. Thank you very much. I look forward to hearing from you, and I wish you the best in your education.
We are really working hard to prepare for your return to be here for clinicals, for laboratory, for didactics, all the different things that you do on our campus. We have spent the last 3 to 4 months preparing so that when you arrive on campus, you will be as safe as possible. As we've worked on this over the last few months, we have considered all the different ways that we could bring in new processes, add physical safeguards, a variety of different things to keep you safe. This includes, but is not limited to, masking, plexiglass dividers, social distancing while around the campus, planning for flow through certain spaces to minimize the time that students will be in contact with each other, cohorting groups of students, planning for online classes, and the list goes on. We have invested substantial time and energy because we want you to feel as safe as possible while you're on our campus. We have worked as a team to coordinate our student health services and our employee health services so that if an exposure happens while you're on this campus, you can be informed in a timely manner. We have individuals who have been trained to do contact investigations and exposure notifications. We have put electronic platforms together that are HIPAA compliant to ensure that we can store your information and share it appropriately to keep our entire campus as safe as possible. On a day-to-day basis, we have created a screening app where you will answer questions about symptoms that you might have and exposures. And then, depending on the results of your answers to those questions, you will be directed to seek care at Student Health if you are a student, or through occupational medicine or with your primary care doctor if you are an employee. As you come back to campus, we have resources available for you on our website. If you think you may be exposed, if you develop symptoms, or you just have other questions about the process and how we are managing COVID-19 for the health of students on our campus, please check that website out for additional information. Thank you, and we look forward to you joining us soon.
Hi, I'm John Marshall, Director of Loma Linda University Health's Department of Security. And today I'm going to share with you a little bit of information on how to keep yourself safe and secure while you're at campus and even at home. First off, I'd really like you to get to know our department while you're here. You're going to see us at multiple events. You'll see us out driving around, walking from building to building. Really take the time to say hello and get to know who our team is so that you're comfortable with them being around on campus and you understand that we're here for your safety. I really want to get you to know that what our security services are for you. So the number one thing is we're going to be your primary contact for emergency services on campus. So if you have a medical aid or something like that, we're going to be your first contact, and you're going to do that through the information I'll give you in a bit. We also do provide protection services for like special events, or we have special guests here, but this can really apply to you if you've got a unique situation that requires a little extra protection. You have a stalking situation or a bad breakup, or just you're feeling a little unsafe. We want to provide you that extra protection, so please let us know. Also, we do have an escort service available on campus. I really hate the name because we're not taking you out on a date, but we do have an escort service available 24/7 that if you feel unsafe going to or from any location on campus, we're happy to either meet you and walk with you, or give you a ride to and from your car, to the dorms, to the libraries, things like that. Non-emergency services, pretty much anything AAA related, we can take care of for you. So if your vehicle is dead or your battery needs, your car needs a jump start, we can do that for you. Or if you've locked your keys in your car, we can get those out. Those are all free of charge. And special door and window openings. So this is kind of important. If you've locked your stuff in a classroom and you need to get back in there, we're happy to come and let you in to retrieve your things, but we want to make sure that you have your ID on you. So we want to see who you are before we let you in. Window openings, that really applies to more of the med center or any buildings that have a 2-story or higher thing. We're going to need special permission to open outer windows. It's just for your safety and everyone's safety around you. Parking lot and vehicle safety. It's interesting statistics that in the United States, one vehicle is stolen about every 19 seconds. And that's also about how long it takes to steal a vehicle. So if they're very good at what they do, anywhere between 15 and 25 seconds to steal a car is pretty quick. Now, keep in mind that's US statistics. Loma Linda statistics are really low, but we want to keep it that way. And so a few things to keep in mind. Parking well-lit areas that are be well-lit when you return if you can. Keep your vehicle in good running order to avoid breakdowns. You don't want to be stuck somewhere underneath a freeway overpass with a vehicle that's not working and find yourself in a tight spot. Look in the front and back seats of your vehicle before you get in, especially if you drive an SUV. So come up to your car, click your car's remote, and turn the lights on in there and take a quick look inside your car to make sure you know that there's no one in there before you get in. Several years ago in the Inland Empire, we were having a theft of third row seats being stolen out of SUVs. So we had a person get in, unlock their car, put it in drive, or put it in reverse to back up. And sure enough, there's a person in the back seat stealing the very back seat of the car. So we want to make sure that doesn't happen to you. So just be cautious when you're approaching your vehicle and take a good look at what's going on around. Lock your doors as soon as you're in and keep the windows rolled up. Now, that's what's really important. As we enter the summer months into California, it can be very hot in your car, 120, 130 degrees in there. And people have a tendency to want to crack their windows to get some fresh air or leave it parked with your windows cracked. That really makes your car vulnerable to theft. If you can get your fingers in there, you can pop that window open pretty easily. So we're asking you, please keep those windows rolled up until you're moving at a really good rate of speed, 15, 20 miles an hour, until you start rolling windows down for that fresh air. 80% of all vehicles are left unlocked and 40% have the keys in the ignition. It's an astonishing statistic across the United States of how free and comfortable we feel to leave our things open, and our community isn't much different. We have a relatively safe environment. We tend to leave it that way as far as our vehicles being open. So we're asking you, please secure things down. Don't leave things unattended. Don't leave anything with value in your car. So I don't want to walk up to your car and look through the window and see a box upside down or an Amazon box that I don't know what's in there. That is a crime of opportunity there. Someone may want to just break into the window to see what's into that box. So please keep things out of there and cleaned out. Don't leave your vehicle running or unattended. So every once in a while you hear about a vehicle being stolen, like in LA, and there's 2 kids in the back seat. Turns out mom was inside a convenience store pumping gas or something and left the vehicle running. Please don't let that happen to you. So if you're going to the ATM machine or going inside a store, lock your vehicle up, take the keys out of the ignition, take your kids out of the car or in your pets, but make sure that vehicle is really secured down. Don't leave anything with your name visibly displayed in the car either. So if someone really has it out to get you and they see you go to your car one day and they go to the car the next day and there's a piece of mail in there or there's your registration information, that is all things that can be easily stolen, and then your identity can be stolen from those, or they can find out where you live. And we don't want that to happen to you. So keep your vehicle cleaned out. And don't operate any vehicle on areas other than what are meant for your vehicle. In other words, keep your vehicle on the road. Don't drive your motorcycles and scooters across sidewalks and things like that. We had a really close call with a dean one year where a student almost took out a dean with a scooter on a sidewalk, and I really don't want that happening to you. I want you to graduate successfully. We've had some rare occurrences on campus. This is a vehicle that was left in one of our parking lots. This person parked our car at 6 in the morning. We found the keys in the trunk like this about 2 in the afternoon. We tried to get her picture next to the car. She didn't want to do it. And then another issue that happens on campus is doors being propped open. So really, this is where the security of the campus really becomes everyone's responsibility. Please make sure that the doors are closed behind you and that badge readers are used to get in and out. Don't prop doors open. Propping doors open really make this a vulnerable campus. When we have all these security measures in place, a simple propping of a door can circumvent all of those kind of things. And then when you're out walking, we really want to make sure that you don't become a target. So you're jogging, you're running, you're out throughout the campus or anywhere you are in life. Be alert, be aware of the people nearby. Make sure that you acknowledge their existence. Hey, how you doing? And then mentally in your head, you're 5'5", brown hair, blue eyes, whatever the case may be. But you're making a mental note of who you've seen, and you've let them know that you've seen them. Look behind you and front, as well as in front of you when you're out traveling around. Just be aware of your surrounding. Use well-traveled, well-lit routes. Walk assertively and walk with God. This is probably the most important thing that you'll do during the daytime or nighttime to really make sure that you're successful in your ventures is walk assertively. Walk with a purpose and meaning. Studies show that people that come out and walk and they're huddled down, they're not paying attention, or they're down on the phone, are more likely to be a victim than someone's walking with their chest out and purpose and meaning. And then one of the interesting things that I love here is that we're a faith-based institution. And when we say walk with God, what does that really mean? I honestly believe that if you find yourself in a difficult situation and you say a little prayer in your head, that God's going to give you the information you need or the ability to make a decision to get you out of harm's way. And then the other thing you can think is we always talk about walking with God aloud. And what does that mean? Well, that means really you can be saying a prayer while you're walking down the street. Lord, help me, be with me today. I really need guidance today. Funny things that happen with that is a lot of times people will go to the other side of the street. They don't want to be around someone that's talking out loud, and they don't know whether you're talking on your phone or what you're doing, but really it can invoke calming. It can bring peace and presence to you, and that's going to help you get through whatever crisis situation you need to get through. Avoid using the same route each day. So if you're a runner or a jogger, mix up those routines. Don't run every day at 7:05 past the same street in the same house. Mix up those routines so you're less likely to become a victim. If you have to be out at night, use our shuttle services that are available on campus or that security escort service that we have for you. Keep personal defense weapons in your hands, not in your purse or pocket. So we recommend that if you are out at night, out just for a walk, evening stroll, pepper spray and things like that are a really good tool to use. We'd recommend you take a safety class on how to use them, but they're available at most sporting goods stores. The jogging models are really nice. They can make one that fits across the palm of your hand, but I recommend you buy two. And take one to an empty field somewhere and figure out how that works. You do not want to be in the middle of an altercation and trying to figure out how to get that thing off of your keychain, out of the leather pouch, and which direction you need to go, and all those kind of things. But take that safety class on how to use those things. And walk with a companion. Of course, safety in numbers we know is best thing that you can do. And even walking with a dog, even if it's a small dog, it doesn't matter. But statistics show that people are less likely to be confronted when they're with multiple people or with pets. And then dealing with violence. So really, we're asking you to know your physical layout of your learning environment or your workspace so that you can come up with a plan in your head on really what would I do in case of. So we want to make sure that you have a plan. If someone comes in that door with a gun or a knife, what would I do? Am I going to get under my desk? Am I going to go to the closest exit? Whatever that may be. Have available 911 numbers or know the extension to get the nearest help from wherever you are. So on campus, if you dial 911 from any house phone, you're going to get the campus security, and we're going to be your first responders for that. If you dial 911 on your cell phone, you're going to get California Highway Patrol, and they're probably going to route you back to us when they realize where you are. And then have an understanding of dealing with disturbed visitors, patients, and employees. Some people are really good at this. Some people have a great de-escalation, and some people don't, and that's okay. If you're not the person to deal with this combative situation, please step out of there and get somebody else that can come in and help and deal with that. Be able to make identification of aggressive and violent factors. So this is your gut instinct. God has given you your gut instinct to tell you what you can and cannot handle. So we want to make sure that you know that, hey, I don't have to stand here and take this, that you can go ahead and move on out of there and get somebody else to take care of that. And then potential violent acts must be reported right away. The law actually says 24 hours, but we want to know about it as soon as you know about it so we can be proactive and make sure that it doesn't happen here on campus. Active shooter, code silver, run, hide, fight. So I'm going to send you on an assignment. You can look up Run, Hide, Fight video. It's on YouTube and other available sites. It's really what we're training everyone to do if we have an armed assailant or an active shooter anywhere on campus or anywhere that you are for that matter. A couple pictures on here is from when we had the shooters in the San Bernardino area and back in 2015. We did have SWAT teams on campus here. We did have a law enforcement response. Although we had a safe campus, we needed to remain an operational campus for, we have a level 1 trauma center here. So please go on there, look at the video. It's pretty self-explanatory. Run if you can, hide if you can't run, and then fight if you absolutely must. Remember, this is about fighting for your life here. This is about survival. So you do anything that you can for that. And then we are also bound by the Department of Education under the Clery Act to provide certain information to our students and report these things to the Department of Education on an annual basis. And here's a list of a few things that we're responsible for. Now, we don't want to stick just to this list. We want to report everything and make sure everyone is aware of what's going on campus. So, we have a timely warning versus emergency response notification. Those are things that are done through you've already signed up for it as a student, and you'll get training or you'll get testing on it throughout the year. Policy statements that have to be available in there, and this is published annually. And then there's a number of crimes there that also have to be reported. And you can go onto the security website at any time and look at the reports and look at the requirements. But I also would suggest you research some of the Clery Act information, and that's required for your own information. And that is coming out by October 1st. We've been given an extended period this year, but we generally try and have it out by October 1st every year. So what can you do to help foster a safer campus? Really, the number one thing I can do for you is to make sure that you're educated. The take part in your own safety is to educate yourself. So take advantage of any safety trainings we may have on campus, whether it be through your class, in-person speaking, or any educational videos that you might find out there. There are a lot of resources that you can look into. Participate in drills. So if you have a drill on campus, you want to participate, please let one of us know. We're happy to engage you in that. But even if you hear about a drill, it's very simple. The drill starts up to turn to your classmates or your coworkers and say, hey, if we had this kind of event on campus, what would we do right now as a group? And that's a way to participate in the drill, just by a simple little interaction with your team. Update your emergency contact information. So if you get a new carrier on your phone or a new phone number, please make sure you go in and update that database so that when we send out an emergency notification to the campus, you're getting alerted and not somebody that has your new phone number in Texas. Something like that. And of course, see something, say something. So if you see something that you think is suspicious, report it right away. And that really is your definition. What do you think is suspicious out there? So we want to make sure that you get it reported to us so that we can respond timely and get that taken care of before it becomes a problem. Be alert, be aware of what's going on around you, report suspicious activity right away to Security Control Center. So there's numbers right there, 558-4320, or from a house phone, 44320, or just simply 911. And there are emergency post phones throughout the parking lots on campus as well. So we want to make sure that you are well taken care of. So that's my spiel for today. I want to make sure that you understand we are here for you 24/7, 7 days a week. Welcome to Loma Linda, everybody.
To close, I invite you to bow your heads with me as we pray a prayer of blessing adapted from Health First. Let's pray. Kind and gracious Father, here we are. 115 consecutive years now, we embark on a new school year together. We're excited, God, about what we are going to learn, about new friendships that will be forged and unexpected adventures that await us. Oh, but God, this year we gather in a very scattered way. There is a cloud of uncertainty that covers our campus. COVID-19 has spread through our community. It has scaled mountains and crossed borders and entered countries and traversed oceans. It has affected all, male and female, young and old, black and white. It has entered homes, schools, governments, hospitals, and more. And so, O God, as a united people, we cry out, do not hide your face from us. Come quickly. Help us to be ambassadors of hope, light in this darkness, O God. Bless our health service to thrive and prosper and bring healing. Bless our doctors and nurses, therapists, the many who help to keep us fed, clean, and our medical equipment maintained. Bless our professors and administrators who face profound challenges these days and dilemmas amid this pandemic. Oh God, bless all of our staff to care and excel and bring healing. God, relieve our fears, grant us courage, grant us prudence and wisdom. And God, I pray a special blessing upon our students. May this year be transformative as together we discover what it looks like to continue in the teaching and the healing ministry of Jesus. God, help us to this end is our prayer in the name of Jesus.